All right, so I guess the best thing to do would actually be to review um, the day of instead of the next day. So I want to go through a few growing pains, I reckon, as I'm doing this. First trade of the day yesterday was SPY here. For fuck's sake. Um, anyway, this was my entry on SPY. Took my profit. This is a 3-2 up. I do believe it was also like a 15er continuation. Oh, okay, yeah. So took that up, got out on the flip, because again the portfolio is small. So yeah, traded SPY a couple times yesterday, and then I also traded Nvidia. And I'll just like put up something so you can see the comments on it. Nvidia was like a real beaut yesterday, so I took once it flipped the day green and triggered this 15er, so it'd be a 3-2 continuation, I guess. Mostly it was just like I saw what the 5 looked like and I saw that I missed this on the 5 here, and so I just took this up after it flipped the day green in this area ish, and it did pretty well for us. The problem with what I did yesterday was that I you have to adjust how you're trading based off of your how much you can how much you have, right? What you can leverage, all of that kind of information. And so the problem is I I wanted to hold Nvidia, right? But I should have taken profit here. I ended up taking profit, I don't know, like around here, which is just not ideal. Like it was up, I don't know, 100 or so percent, and I ended up taking like maybe, I wish I could remember, like 80 something percent. I don't know. Um, and ultimately, like I wanted to swing Nvidia, right? Because Nvidia looks like this on the day. All right, we went outside day, beauty. Then we have this week, right? 2-2, right? This is my target. So my target is 189, no, 190.44, right? That's my first target. Second target, I've already flipped the month, right? I only have a few days left, but I want to re-trigger the month. So that would be my second target. And then lastly would be outside week, right? So knowing that, going in with that thought process, yesterday I wanted to, and let's look at this on the 15. I wanted to swing it, right? To my outside week. The problem is I don't have enough money to take that much risk, if that makes sense. So if I had, $1,000, then fine, like risk 2 contracts that will, I think I paid like 20 something dollars each for Nvidia. So then fine, you can risk that money. But right now, because I'm trying to, make as much as I can every day, I just can't do that. So this is where the portfolio is now, based off of those trades. Um, so we are close to where we want to be starting Thursday, which is great. So for me, um, I think to my biggest problem, my biggest issue that I'm facing is that I struggle to um, keep my temperament under control and know when to sell when I have this little to trade with. So for me, until I get to like probably $1,500, regardless of how much I make this week, like let's say today I change the portfolio what to, let's say like a hundred and no, let's say $200, right? So for me, regardless of what I end the week with, I'm gonna start the next week. So this would be Friday. I want to start Monday with this same amount until I get to like $1,500. Because for me, what's really important right now is focusing on my temperament and how I'm trading. Um, so yeah, there's that. And now that I say that, I think that would be incorrect because if this is Friday, I want to make this by the end of Friday. Tuesday. I can figure that out off. off screen. Okay, I don't want to make this super long. That's what I did yesterday. I'll put the little comments up on this. But yeah, I'm really struggling with that, to be honest. Like, I need to, like, for me, yesterday, the goal was to flip the month green, right? And so when we came back below the month, I should have exited my trade, period. Like, no questions asked, full stop. But I really wanted to swing. The issue is I don't have enough money in the account to actually swing. So yesterday was not a successful trading day for me. Success is really focused on temperament and utilizing what I have to its best ability. I really also struggle with um, adding money. Like, I really just want to add more money in. Um, but I'll always be honest about that. Like, I've told you every time I cheated, but yeah, so that's that. And then this was my second trade on SPY. Do do do. So I traded SPY here, exited somewhere up here. Should have been in the second. Oh no, exited like sorry, entered here, exited like up here. Missed most of this on the small portfolio. Just, couldn't grab it. And then got in on this hammer 15. So yeah, bit of a disappointing day in terms of temperament and how successful I was or wasn't. Nvidia really saved me. Big time, big time. So there's that. I will try to be a little more on top of like trading live, but I really don't sit at the computer all day. Like, I can't be bothered to do that. So yeah. Oh, I guess we should talk about the things that I was actually looking at yesterday. Oh, this video is getting long. I really don't like to make videos longer than like 5-6 minutes. So that's going to be the goal from now on. I wanted to take Amazon down. The thing with that is, like, I'm like pro switching your bias. It's like my favorite thing to do. But you have to be watching for it, right? So this is your entry. It flips the weekly open, and it's a 15er trigger. This is your entry back to the other side. So I have no problem flipping bias, but I did mention earlier, like, Nvidia is like one of my favorite tickers to trade. So thank you for shouting it out. And I rode that yesterday. I wanted to take Roblox up, and it just didn't go the way that I wanted it to. This happened too quickly, right? So it hit its first target and rejected. That's not the type of trade that I like, right? It happened way too quickly. It happened in the first 15. Let's see what the 5 looks like. Yeah. I mean, it hit it in the first 5 and then completely rejected. That's a trade I would have never gotten in the opposite way. So, yeah, there's that. All right.